The difference in belief in Imams in Shia Islam. Hi, I'm Dr. James Holt, and the divinely inspired designation of the Imam, Nas, is central to Shia belief. Allah guides the previous Imam to name his successor prior to his death. This successor can only be named by the Imam under the inspiration of Allah, because only they, among all humans, are immune from error. This indicates that the judgment of others, no matter how well intentioned, is flawed and should not be used in the selection of the successor. This doesn't mean that there is agreement within the Shia world as to the designations that take place. There have been splits within Shia Islam which have focused on the succession. Ismaili Muslims, sometimes erroneously identified as 7 as Shia Muslims and 12 are Muslims, split with the identity of the 7th Imam. The 6th Imam, Jafar al-Sadiq, according to Shia sources, designated his son Ismail as his successor. It was not unusual that the successor would be designated a long time prior to the death of the Imam himself. The death of Ismail prior to his father meant that for 12ers, the designation was annulled and that the imamate could be transferred to another following the death of the 6th Imam. The 7th Imam was Ismail's younger brother, Musa al-Qadim. Others felt that the designation could not be annulled and that Ismail had not died but was concealed by his father for safety. Ismaili Muslims considered that Ismail would return one day as the Mahdi. For Nizari and Mustali Ismaili Muslims, the imamate continued and passed down through the line of Ismail to his son Muhammad. For Nizari Ismaili Muslims, the line of Imams continues unbroken until today. For 12 Shia Muslims, the succession of the Imams continued until the occultation of the 12th Imam, Muhammad al-Mahdi. Following the death of the 11th Imam, Hassan al-Askari, it was assumed by the community that the new Imam would be his brother, Jafar. As Jafar arrived at the Imam's house to lead the funeral prayers, a young boy stepped forward and asked his uncle to stand back, as it was more fitting for him to lead the prayers for his father. This is the only recorded appearance of the 12th Imam during his life. And Jafar, sometimes known as Kadab or the liar in 12 Shi'ism, denied knowledge of who this boy was. Some Muslims followed Jafar, while others listened to Uthman ibn Sayyid al-Asadi, who had been a trusted member of the households of the previous 3 Imams. Uthman confirmed that Muhammad al-Mahdi did exist, but that he entered a period of occultation and that he would serve as the Imam's intermediary with the world. This occultation is possible because 12 Shia Muslims believe that there are 2 kinds of servants, the hidden and the apparent. The world is never left without an Imam, but in this case he is hidden.